Yo, what's poppin', people? Your boy Snacks is back in the building with another banger. And you know how we do, man. Before we get this thing started, y'all go ahead and do your boy a solid. Appreciate y'all for watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you turn your post notification bell on. You know that button right there. Right there. Click that button right there. So you'll know when your boy is going live or dropping this heat. And look here, man. I got a real beef with everybody. I mean, everybody that's complaining about these college football playoffs. Y'all need to shut the hell up. Because really, the system ain't flawed. The people are flawed. Because you got to remember what we started. We started with just people winning college football, college national championships. They were just claiming them. AP will give you one, then you claim one. So, and then we go to the BCS system. Everybody's BCS system was mostly strength of schedule. So, everybody was loving it. But you know what happened during that strength of schedule and BCS flawed system? The SEC got strong. SEC got real strong. And then you know what happened? LSU and Alabama played in the national championship. 9 low scoring defensive game, 9-3, something like that. And that's how we got the playoff system. Ohio State wins the first playoff game, the first national title in 2014. Alabama was there, lost. But the SEC has still dominated national titles, mainly Alabama. Sprinkle in some LSU, a little Florida, but mainly Alabama has dominated the national title. Push on to today is how we get what we got. Because everybody figured that too much SEC, everybody should have a chance. The lower Division I FCS schools got, FBS schools got them, FCS schools got them. They've been doing the playoffs for years. We should adapt that system. We should go bigger, expand it. We going to 12 teams. Now, we knew it was going to be a problem with 9, 10, 11, and 12. Top 4 teams win your conference title and you get a bye. So, Arizona State got a bye. Everybody got a problem with that. But this is the system you agreed to. Boise State gets a bye. But this is the system you agreed to. See, but what was originally thought of when this system was done is the Big Ten and the SEC are supposed to be the two most powerful conferences in college football. So this was designed with those two in mind. So we're thinking we're going to get 4 teams from the SEC, 4 teams from the Big Ten, which is going to leave 4 other spots, which is going to leave 1 spot for the ACC, 1 spot for the Big 12, 1 spot for Notre Dame, and 1 spot for the group of 5 teams. That's your other 4. That was the thought process coming into this. Because they thought Big Ten is going to be dominant, SEC is going to be dominant, and they just going to show out. There's no way they don't be able to get no less than 4 teams in. Granted, that the Big Ten is not a strong conference like you think it is. The Big Ten being strong is all talk, and that's pushed by ESPN. The SEC You can't deny them because they've been dominant with national title wins. No matter who the opponent was, that conference has been dominant. Can't deny that. But with the transfer portal and with NIL is what you didn't consider when you created this format. You didn't consider some of the best players going to other teams to get a better chance to play, which takes away all that dominance from these other two conferences. Mind you, the Big Ten shouldn't be considered as powerful as it is because it's only top heavy. And it's really only Ohio State. It's really been Ohio State and Michigan and Penn State holding that conference down. Everybody else, no. Everybody else, no. Those three teams have held the Big Ten down and given it the power that it has now. You can't deny me on that. That's fact. Top 3 teams in the Big Ten always for the last 8-9 years have been Penn State, Ohio State, and Michigan. It's just that simple. Now, this year, mind you that Colorado hired Coach Prime, and Coach Prime came along and started flipping damn classes over and over again, upset the apple cart. This year, Indiana, 10, 11, and 1. Only loss is the Ohio State. But y'all want to throw Ohio State out. But before we go there, I need y'all to understand that what Kirk Herbstreit did Saturday morning after Indiana lost was despicable, was horrible, was disrespectful, and was I don't know why he hasn't been reprimanded at ESPN. Well, I don't know why anybody has been reprimanded at ESPN. Indiana earned their shot. No matter their record, no matter their loss, no matter how bad they lost, they won the games that was in front of them. Kirk Herbstreit ought to be ashamed of himself for getting on College Game Day and saying what he said about their team. I want y'all to hear this and understand this because it was horrible.
Other teams that could have been there. It's no knock on Indiana. They had a great year, but we've got to move forward with the playoff and hope that the committee does a better job of weighing who the best 12 are versus who's the most deserving, because by golly, they got 11 wins. They didn't beat anybody, but they got 11 wins. That's a bunch of BS. We need to find the best teams. And that's last night. It was incredibly evident just standing on that field and watching the game and the way it played out.
Yeah, see, what can't happen is things like that. And then that same day, Tennessee gets blown out the gym. The same team that you was hoping that you would be able to say, see, this is why we should have had those other SEC teams in here. Get ran out of the freaking stadium. Yeah, they showed up. The fans showed up. They thought they was going to plant their flag in the middle of the shoe. No. Clemson was somewhat competitive with Texas. Now, that's the only SEC team you got left to hang your hat on. Notre Dame blew out Indiana. And SMU lost. They got blew out. SMU can play. The moment was too big for that team and that quarterback, especially that quarterback. They weren't ready for that moment. That's what that game was. Because they were there. They could have played. They played pretty damn well. They 2 pick sixes cost them the game. Other than that, Penn State didn't put no real points up. On offense, no. So you jumping up and down about Indiana when Indiana's schedule, they did not, it's not their fault who they had to play. But everybody's forgetting about Oregon. Oregon is undefeated. Oregon also ain't played nobody. Oregon ain't played nobody. They played Ohio State. That's it. Only team Oregon has played in the Big Ten is Ohio State. At least all the teams Indiana played, they blew them out. Oregon ain't played nobody. And they struggle with half of their games. Call me a lie. Call me a lie. You can't. Because I can show it to you. Game number 1, Idaho, 24-14. They damn near lost that game. They won that game in the fourth quarter. They struggled like hell. Boise State, damn near lost that game. Struggled like hell. Oregon State won that game. UCLA won that game. Michigan State won that game. Ohio State barely won that game. Purdue, blowout. Illinois, Michigan, Maryland, Wisconsin barely won that game. Washington then played Penn State in the Big Ten championship. Mind you, Oregon ain't played nobody. Y'all trying to holler about strength of schedule, but the team that you betting on ain't played no fucking body. They ain't played nobody. Who has Oregon played? But I tell you who Indiana played. Similar damn schedule. Similar schedule. Indiana Hoosiers. See it? 2024 schedule. Opening the season with Florida International. 31-7. Western Illinois. 77-3. UCLA. Same team Boise played. Same team Oregon played. Blew UCLA out. They played Charlotte 52-14. Same team Maryland that Oregon played. Won. Blew them out. Northwestern. That's a Big Ten team. Blew them out. Nebraska. Big Ten team. Blew them out. Washington. Same team that Oregon played. Beat them better than Oregon. Michigan State. Blew them out. Same team Oregon played. Michigan. Beat them. Oregon ain't played Michigan. Ohio State. Same team Oregon played. They lost. Purdue. 66-0. Same team Oregon played. They blew them out. So tell me, how are you jumping up and down for Indiana to not be in the playoffs when Oregon ain't played no damn body either? Only difference is they barely won. They barely beat Ohio State. And Indiana lost to Ohio State. See, but Indiana ain't a big name for you. It ain't big enough for you. You saying, well, we would have. No, having better games in the playoffs don't matter. Having the teams that won and did what they were supposed to do to be in the playoffs need to go to the playoffs. Alabama lost 3 fucking games, and I'm an Alabama dude. Birmingham, Alabama, born and raised. Don't even want to hear it. My daughter goes to Alabama. My sister graduated from Alabama. I'm an SEC homework. But Alabama, South Carolina, Ole Miss didn't deserve to be there. Lane Kiffin jumping up and down. Win your freaking games, and then you can show up. You lost to Kentucky. You don't get to talk. Alabama, you lost to Vanderbilt and went to Oklahoma and got drilled. And you lost to Tennessee. Win your games, homie. Then you can be there. I don't want to hear we would have had better competition. We would have had better games. You lost. You don't get to complain. You don't get to cry about it. And Kirk Herbstreit, Paul Finebaum, and all the rest of you idiots on national TV don't get to say that the doggone committee got it wrong, because they didn't. They got it right. Only thing they got wrong in that selection was giving Boise State a bye. They could have gave them a home game. They shouldn't have had a bye. Clemson should have had the bye. Boise should have had the host. That's where the only thing that went wrong. Other than that, no. The 12 is the 12. Just because the SEC didn't get what they want, they don't get to cry about it. You got to win your freaking game. I don't want to hear the conferences are tough. Well, quit recruiting all them good-ass players and stop crying about it. Stop trying to hog all the talent down south, and then you wouldn't be crying about, oh, my conference is tougher than everybody else, I should get a break. No. Y'all want to be the best? Then beat up on each other and be the best. Somebody stand out like Alabama been doing for so long. Georgia standing out. Somebody else stand up. Ain't nobody else stood up. LSU been gone since 2019. We ain't seen them. Now we got Texas and Oklahoma in the conference. Because y'all thought y'all was going to hog all the spots. And you wrong. You not. You lost. Do better. Play better. Win your games. You can't get mad at Indiana because they went and got blew out of Notre Dame. So what? Everybody lost. The home team held their home scheme advantage. That's the way the playoffs supposed to be. That's what's supposed to happen. That's what home court is all about. That's what home field advantage is about. It's supposed to protect your house. No, we want competitive games. Tennessee beat Alabama, and they went up to Ohio State and got their ass whooped. I don't want to hear that. Indiana was the closest to the top of the Big Ten. They went to Notre Dame and got drugged. It happens. Them players ain't never played in no format like this. They ain't never been in no playoff like this. They ain't never stood in that spot like that big. Everybody can't play in this light. When the lights turn on and the whole country watching, the moment might have been too big. You don't know. But you can't say they didn't deserve to be there and they wasn't supposed to be there because they lost. We watch blowouts every year in the playoffs, in the 14 playoffs, in the semifinals, and blowouts every damn year. So what's the problem now? It's just a bigger system. Still getting blowouts. Oregon State don't get blown out when Ohio State show up because they ain't got no squad. They ain't played nobody. Only team they played was Ohio State, and they barely won. You think they're going to do it twice? No. Had that man at the Heisman Trophy ceremony. He ain't had no business up there because he on the best team in the country. He ain't did shit. Come on, man. Get it right. Y'all doing all this jumping up and down on TV, talking about the committee got it wrong. The committee got it right. Y'all just say what you want to say. We want Alabama, We want Tennessee. We want Texas. We want Oklahoma. Them our four we want in the playoffs every year. Say that. Say that. We want to have them to have guaranteed spots. That's what you need to say, because that's what you want. You wanted them blue bloods in there. They got to earn it, just like everybody else. On Saturday, tighten your motherfucking cleats up and get grimy with it. No. Kirk, Herbstreit, Paul Finebaum, Matt Berry, all y'all crying for nothing. The committee got it right. Alabama didn't deserve to be there. South Carolina didn't deserve to be there. Tell Lane Kiffin to shut the hell up. He didn't deserve to be there either. Win your freaking games. Then you can be there. Ain't nobody else crying but the SEC. Miami ain't crying. They got the reason to cry, but they ain't crying. Ain't nobody crying but the teams in the SEC. Because you went 9-3. Go 10-2 next time. Then kick somebody else out. Don't lose. Don't lose to Vanderbilt. Don't lose to Oklahoma. Don't lose to Kentucky. Don't lose to Ole Miss, South Carolina. Because losing to Alabama, that was going to happen anyway. No. Cut all that fake shit, fraudulent shit out, man. Y'all on national TV trying to embarrass people. So what? Kirk got on TV and talked all that trash. He can do that if that's what he chooses to do. Then he went out there and got his ass kicked. Now he got to sit through that. He got to suffer through that. But he can hype his boys up. He can show confidence if that's the way he chooses to do it. That's on him. But you can't get mad because your team wasn't there. The team you thought that should be there wasn't there. They didn't win. The point of the season is to win. And y'all trying to make it to where the games in the season don't mean nothing. Yeah, they mean something. Win your conference. Finish top 2 in your conference. Go to your conference championship. And guess where you'll be at? In the playoff. Anybody got a gripe? It's Iowa State. Even though they got their ass kicked, they really ain't got no gripe. But they somewhere got a gripe because they lost in their conference championship game. And the committee held it against them, which they said they wasn't going to do. So stop all the bitching and bullshit. Y'all hit the like button. Stop all the bitching and bullshit and moaning about nothing. Trying to Kirk Herbstreit, you need to get on TV and apologize to Indiana for them horrible ass statements you made. Trying to down that team, make them seem like they ain't nothing, like they shouldn't have been there, like they wasn't supposed to be there, like they didn't earn the right to be there, like they didn't go out and win freaking 10 games, 11 games, and they ain't supposed to be there. No. Florida State got jug last year. Quarterback going or not. They went 13-0. They should have been there. I didn't go a flawless season to watch somebody else do what I started my season out to do. I don't care if Alabama was more deserving or they had a better team. They had the right to go get their ass kicked as a team because they earned it on the field. Ain't nobody play all them games, work out all them hours, did all that practice, all that extra stuff, watch all that film for y'all to flush somebody else's dreams down the toilet because you think they don't deserve to be there because one quarterback gonna be better than the other. No. Well, take Oregon ass out because their quarterback ain't that great either. All I'm saying, their quarterback been in college, 6-7 years? He's super grown. Come on, man. Get this shit together. All y'all doggone TV personalities, y'all suck. Can't get what you want. I'm out, man. I'm sick of this shit.